The Wobegone slaughtered dreams. They say that the dreams of Wobegones are reality elsewhen. The fever that came made no sense here, but its seed was in the tortured body of the creature of ages. As they sliced him for revelation, there came about in this world a kind of putrid narcissism. They came out from behind their consoles and cruised the streets with Grand Theft Auto still singing in their synapses. Impulse, impulse. Their fingers were poised, ready for the switch to be flipped. And then they flipped. Urban myths of headless hitchhikers slaughtering carloads of high school prom queens, babies thrown from windows or eaten by foxes, kids lying dying in stairwells in pools of beautiful blood, newlywed, newly dead or left for, dear old grannies mown down for the price of cider, gun crime, knife crime, should be put away for life crime, pregnant ladies rotting in the boots of cars, fathers of two shot in the head. They drove away laughing. The Wobegone is all about integrity. It's in the meat of him. It is the meat of him. There's a goes around, comes around kind of philosophy to the clotting of his blood. When the scientists looked in him, they saw solidity, but it was stoicism, it was cautious optimism, it was love of others. Gilen was a bounty hunter. He used to play the drums. Now the drums played him. He went where he was sent. When he went there were no longer any shores with sand dunes. There were artificial beaches, fake stones piled high, washed up waste. In the towns, from time to time, he would come across a municipal bed of marigolds and begonias, or a community garden eked from an urban wasteland, beds made of sleepers, neatly tended by rehabilitated youths. But soon the heads were ripped from the flowers and the sleeper beds toppled. Graffiti bloomed. A bounty hunter in a world that was no longer bountiful. While they served Wobegone steaks to the paramutated buffoons of his elsewhen alternate, while there the intelligentsia ate stones and the salt of the earth, that well-sorted, cobbled-together stews he made himself, open for beauty in his new land. He met a tiny girl. She patted his face and buzzed his nose. She said she had snuggle-fed from her mother's breast, their eyes fixed on each other, until she was 2, although she wasn't more than that now. She pointed. She said, "Dat." He said, "Tree." She said, "Dat." He said, "Cloud." She said, "Dis." And he unrolled her fingers and said, "Petal." "No," she said, "snow." And she let it flutter to the ground. He took her hand. They walked down the road where the concrete groaned as the fields below rolled over. Water bubbled out from a grate, what they called the shore at the side of the road. Tarmac bled in the heat. She wanted to stick her finger in and taste it. She pointed out a stone. The stone was lonely. It could not get back into the earth. Gilen soothed the stone under his thumb. She pointed out a bottle top, winking in the sun. He began to think that she would be the one to show him everything. They found the girl's mother, or the girl's mother found her. But although the girl was found and joy abounded, Gilen looked at the woman and saw loss. They were standing now in a green area among houses, the grass soft and cool under his bare feet. The woman balanced the girl on her hip. Gilen held the woman's hand. The child touched his cheek. They heard the sound of nothing, and then the long round coo of pigeons. They sat down on the grass where the residents had planted flowers. The girl went to pick one and came back with just the head. Her mother laughed and held it. Far away, a siren heralded. They heard the screech of tires. The child turned her head intent. She shuddered. She ran back for further flowers. Gilen saw the car, cruising like a sailboat against a cloudless sky. driven by the boys with the inward-looking eyes.